So.
What we're working on this morning is some side trim for the stairs, because we have our deck boards, but here in Mongolia, because most of it, well, pretty much all of the deck boards come from China, and they don't import fascia boards at the same time like you would have in the States. The difference between a deck board and a fascia board is the fascia board doesn't have this groove on the side, and if we use these types of deck boards for the fascia board, either on, because the fascia board is going to go here, so either you're going to see this one on top, or this is going to be over the fascia board and you're going to see it there. It's not very nice at all. So what we came up with is to have instead of having like an L-shaped corner piece that's like going to collect dirt and it's going to nick, what we're going to do is we're actually going to take this 4x2 and we're going to weld it on here at a little bit of a height, so we can take the deck board and we can nudge it right up to this. So then we will be able to put the fascia board, which is the same as the deck board, underneath. That will hide that line. That will go there and the board will go up to there, and we can paint this nice and black, and I think it's going to look a lot prettier, and it will solve the problems that we have with not having fascia boards in Mongolia. We have cut 5 of these. We're just going to measure it all up, use brackets to hold it, weld it in place, and then we can start installing the staircase. So that's on tight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points of contact. That'd be great.
𝐸𝑚𝑎𝑖𝑙.
Foremost. We're doing the edges as well, because on the board they have these like circle holes in it. If I don't have anything on the edge, you're going to see all the holes, which is not nice. So what I've done is actually taken the 4x2, I've actually put on a cap on the other side, put that there, welded all around, grounded it off so it's sealed off, and then welded this here so you don't see the hole, otherwise it would end up being like that, which is not nice at all. Put this in so this will butt up against the sides, and that will give it a really nice surface. That can set up all the way around. This is not the board, but this is an example, and it'll have a really nice edge. Need to get this all welded up so we can grind this off so we can paint this. Tomorrow we can come and install the deck board. This morning we were up and Zula was just painting off all the skirtings that we welded yesterday. We couldn't paint it last night. It got dark very, very fast. We were out here quite late.
And the painting is done, that means my job is done.
What? Everything is painted, so we're going to start to install our deck boards on this front entrance of the house.
Yeah.
Even though we have not finished off the joists on the main deck, but we will get that done later today and tomorrow, and then we can start installing the deck boards on the big terrace.
Yes.
We're going to start at the bottom of the stairs first, and we're going to work our way up. Once we get to the top, we're going to work our way from the front of the deck to the back of the wall. That's the correct way to do it, so that if there's a variance in the angle when you get there, you can make a cut to fit the wall. We don't have to cut all the boards, but we do need to cut some of them, especially the ones in the front here. And every time we have a pole, then the rest can shoot out, because we're going to put another deck there. We're going to leave the ledger boards till the end, because we're going to get a different color ledger board. It's not going to be the same color, and we're still waiting for delivery for that, but at least we can get the stairs in for now. This is going to come in handy, especially when I need to put all the screws in while I'm doing this job. A huge shout out to Judith and Olivia from Texas. They know I've been doing this joke about a belt since the beginning of our channel, and they came and brought me a belt. I am loving it. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. It's going to come in handy. Now I get to use it. Let's carry on. Yeah, it's great. What we need to do, because these boards, when they heat up, they bend a little bit. So we have to start on one side and then bend it into place. These are the little plastic brackets that have a screw and they slot inside like that. You can't put two deck boards together and then screw it in, as there's not enough space to screw it in like that. So what we need to do is we need to start with the first one. We get that into place. We screw this deck board in. Then we put the next deck board in and we slide it in place. So it's easier to do that before you do the ledging. The fact is, when you put this plastic stopper at the bottom here, it doesn't actually touch the metal, it's just above. So what happens is it bends to tighten. So Zula geniusly came up with a part where we can cut the floor and we can sit that, because that's going to join in like so. So we can get the right tension so that we can add the second piece in and knock it into place, and it will be the right tension. So my wife is genius. Sometimes.
Huh?
Not all the time.
Thank you.
Getting there, we're now onto the top level. Stairs are done. Maybe we have 10 more rows to do. It's going slowly, just getting the screws into this metal. We'll try finish this off and see what it's going to be like on the wall. That's going to be the interesting.
Yeah.
If we have to cut it or not. Zula upgraded my tool from a single to a double. Now we're on a triple. Much better.
It worked?
It works. Ah, my knees. Woo. You're gonna have to
I can make a
rub some nice lotion into my knee.
Vaseline.
Vaseline knees. This is really handy.
Yeah. How do I say? Zola! Need the screw! Zola! Need the plastic! Zola! Where's my tool? Zola! Thank you guys.
Yeah. You guys are awesome. Can't believe commented it waited like 2 years. It was kind of a joke as well.
Yeah.
But I wanted to see if somebody actually would send me one.
Or listen.
Or actually listens to what we talk about.
Yeah, exactly.
Or just like, But actually somebody in Texas sent us.
That was really awesome.
Yeah. It's not very often that people...
Yes, feel loved.
Yeah, not very often that people do something like that. So it's really
exactly.
awesome.
Yeah, but this job we can actually talk each other. Can talk. The welding and cleaning is actually like...
Yeah. It's like with the welding. I'm glad to do a different job than the welding, because the welding is just this little green box.
Exactly.
So
all day long.
my life has been a little green box for the last 3 weeks.
Exactly.
That's the hard part. Our last board for this.
Tima.
So let's see if we have done our calculations correct. This board should fit perfectly, and we do not need to make a long cut. So let's hope, because that's the hard part.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if this fits. There we go. Look at that. Perfect. There we go.
Nice.
Nice 1 centimeter gap on both sides. Baby, that means we did our job right.
Cool.
Calculating it, making sure that it was square, making sure that every angle, everything was perfect, and at the end of the day, the last board just slides in.
Perfect.
Mwah, perfect. But I don't think we're gonna have the luck on the big deck.
Yeah.
On the small deck.
Cheese.
Love you, shoe.
Lottie.
Hat the shoe. No way.
You wanna go pick some vegetables?
Do you want to pick potatoes?
Pick some vegetables, some potatoes,
Okay,
and
bye-bye.
then Daddy make some dinner.
No.
Bring some carrots. Yeah, bring
Yeah.
carrot. Or onion.
Onion.
Finally, we got at least this part done.
Wow,
It
yeah.
makes such a big difference.
Most important part is done.
Exactly. We can actually see what it's going to start to look like. Of course, we have a lot of work still to do.
Yeah.
We still need to do the coverings on the sides and everything like that. But at least it's giving us some motivation to keep going.
Yeah.
We're going to pick this up tomorrow. We're going to carry on with that. Now just spend some time with the family.
Yeah.
Flamey! Where's the onion? We are carrying on with the joist this morning as we didn't finish it off on the last video. We have a couple, maybe 13 more joists to do. Doing it from metal has worked out to be a little bit more challenging with balancing everything off compared to wood. Wood, you can just plane it all nicely and it's all level. Metal, you can't really plane. You can grind it, but that's really hard. We've made kind of like these little spaces. They're 2 millimeters thick. So as we're going down with the joists, we're really like leveling off everything. When we find that there is a bit that needs to be lifted up, we can just slide in that little piece of metal, have it there, double check everything, and we can weld it in like that. That's pretty much what we're doing. We're tag teaming this morning. I'm just welding everything. Zula is cleaning off the metal and cutting it to size. So I don't have to go back and forth every single piece, which is fantastic. We want to get this done, finish this side off, then Zula's going to come and paint everything, and then we can start to install the flooring.
Finish the painting.
Painting done.
Yeah.
Well done.
And look like a Dalmatian. What's it called? Black spotted.
Right. Everywhere. Great job,
Yeah,
baby.
wow. Great job to you. Done. I'm quit. Until tomorrow.
Until tomorrow. Woo. Let the paint dry and then we can get these deck boards on.
I couldn't find my other glove.
Which one? The new one or the old one? Because you always have one of each.
Old one.
Finally, we are installing our flooring on our main deck. Really, really exciting.
Yeah.
Just been like looking over the color that we chose, and it really fits with the
Perfectly.
brown and the black. Yeah. Morning, Flamey.
Good morning, Flemmy.
Hello.
Hello.
So, exciting day. We have lots of work. Let's crack on. Let's show you exactly what our plan is and how we're going to put it all together. So what we're doing is we're starting with the first boards, one on this side and one here. We're not starting at the end of the deck, because if we start at the end of the deck, when we get to this part, we're then going to have to cut this one all the way down. So we'll have to cut those, but it's fine. What we're just working out this morning is to get the right measurements. We're doing 7 by 7. We're going to have a little gap here, but we're going to put a cap on here later. So what we're doing is we're just getting the first lane done. We're going to get it screwed in, and then we can start installing the boards. There's many, many different ways of doing boards. You can do picture frame, you can do like spaces in between, but these boards are very expensive, and we're trying to utilize as much as we can without as much waste as possible. So what we've decided to do is to do the classic style where these boards are 3 meters long. So we're going to go 3 meters, 3 meters, 1.7, maybe we're going to make it 1.6, and we're going to start with that on the other side. Then we're going to go 3 meters, 3 meters, whatever the number is. So the last piece of board, we're going to always start with that, get everything so it's halfway onto the joist, and then just go. We're going to have a little bit of a zigzag on the cuttings, but that's okay. That's the best way to utilize as much of the board as possible so we can save a little bit of money. Oh, let's crack on. Let's get the first one in place, locked in, and then we can start moving on. Of course, we'll just have to stop every now and again to cut out for each pole on the way down, but otherwise it should go pretty fast and we should have this done by the end of the day. We'll lose around 2 meters, which is okay. Okay.
Oh, nice, eh?
Perfect.
Perfect.
So we're not tightening it completely tight, just so there's enough space to get the next board in. And then once we have the next board in, we'll take Mr. Hand Tool and just get it inside and just tighten it up.
Yep.
Otherwise, if it's too tight, you can't get the board in. And so these little clips, we're going to do every second joist, so every 60 centimeters all the way down. And then we get this one secure, and then we can just follow. So this is the most important to get straight.
Dima.
All right. More this side here a little bit. Okay. A little bit less. Stay there. We're taking a bit of time with the first row to make sure it's as straight as possible. These deck boards, the problem is with the heat, they become like a little bit like bananas. So it's level on this side of the board compared to the joist. It's level on this side, but here there's a bit of a bow. We've locked these two into place, so we know that this is level, that is level. We will drill, screw those parts in, and then we will come and get this one just kind of bent slightly into place, screw it in, and then this line is all straight, so that when we go this way, we don't have a banana deck all the way down. That's the point.
Yeah. Done?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's going to be our waist. Perfect.
Wow, tabit. Hello,
Careful. We got half the deck done. We still have half the deck to still do. The same repetitive motion going from one screw to the next screw to the next screw. We started at pretty much 9:30 this morning, and we've been going flat out till now 7:30, and just had enough for today.
Do you like it?
You like it? Yeah. Oh,
Sorry, Mom.
it's okay.
Oh,
Bye bye.
No, Papa.
Good night.
no, Papa.
No, good night. He wants to sleep here.
He wants to sleep here, but it's looking really great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have obviously a full day tomorrow.
Okay.
Adding on more boards. See if we can get this done. I think it's going to take tomorrow and probably a little bit more the day after.
Yeah. Another 2 days job.
Yeah, another 2 days job. Okay, guys, we will pick this up in the morning.
Yeah.
And we will continue this.
Mommy, this cock.
Mommy kokk tee mo.
Yeah.
За хоёлаа kokk. За kokk. За kokk. Good night. Good night.
Hey, you.
Good night. Good night.
Yeah.
So bright day.
Yeah, just doing a bit of mental preparation. We're just under halfway of this side, but we still have that 1 meter in the stairs. And me and Zula pretty much spent how 8 hours, 9 hours, nearly 10 hours straight. We took a break for water and a break to have some lunch, but yeah, mentally preparing. Yesterday, Zula's parents were here, so they helped us out to look after Flame, so Zula was helping me non-stop. Today we don't have anybody, so Zula's going to be jumping, helping me, and being with Flame and taking care of him. So I have no expectations to finish this today. But anyway.
But needs to do it.
Need to do it. Mentally prepared. Okay.
No. Okay, good luck.
Our OCD is coming. We're trying to match the boards.
Me. Okay, what?
Yeah.
Our OCD, what?
Our OCD. We're trying to match the boards as best as we can. It's not at all perfect because, of course, they make them probably at 6 meters in China and they only deliver 3 meters to Mongolia because it's cheaper delivery and container size. So they cut them all in half. Some of them match, some of them don't, but at least we're trying our best to get them to match.
Yeah, exactly.
So it looks a little bit better.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we're checking all the boards every time we open up a new packet, get them lined up, choose which is board 1 to 4, and then install them.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Good luck.
carry on. As usual, working in Mongolia with thunderstorms just in the distance. Woo! But it's heading that way, so it's okay for now.
Maybe surprise the Otka's coming, maybe.
Oh, maybe Ochiko's coming.
Bring the rain always. I think we are finished this side.
Yeah. So it's around lunchtime now. We put in another 3 hours. Got another, how many rows?
6.
7. 6.
Seven, yeah.
6 onto the 7th row.
Yeah.
Probably have maybe 10 rows left. These little plastic clips that go between. We don't have enough, of course, to finish the steps and the 1 meter on that side. So we'll have to go buy some of those a bit later today or early first thing tomorrow and then finish this off. All right, back to work. We're all just exhausted. It's very, very tedious putting down deck boards. So shout out to you guys who do full-time decking. This takes time. We're gonna cook some dinner, just relax for the evening. Tomorrow we are gonna pick this up and completely finish this deck off and we call it for the week. Really, really exciting. It's a big space. It's really, really nice. All right guys, we'll pick this up later.
Happy.
This morning we went to go get a couple more of these black plastics and some screws since we didn't have enough to finish off this project yesterday. We're just cracking on with this last meter on this side and cutting down and putting on the boards for the staircase. So that's the last thing we need to get done, and then all the deck boards are done. It's been a long process, but I'm glad and super happy, super happy to get this done. It looks great. So let's crack on with that, and then we'll go through exactly what we still need to do to finish off this project. Oh, my knees.
It's like my height. Huh? Ah, like this one.
So it's 8 foot high. Please fit. Oh yes.
Yeah. And last one will be challenging.
It's long cut and long cut. Then I have to cut that out, cut that out, cut that out. But it's the last piece.
Just leave it.
Just leave it. No one will notice.
Exactly.
Say we did it, and let's not. Let's not and say we did it.
Exactly.
We finished. We're done. This extra meter is all wrapped up. We didn't have enough time to do the staircase, but we're going to finish that off tomorrow. We're also going to start to get some metal that we can cut this down to the right height, and we're going to put metal on top and do all that for safety reasons. Of course, we have flame running around, so we need to get that done as soon as possible. But it looks great. It's going to give us 1 extra meter to have the surprise that we're going to have on it. It's going to look good.
Yeah.
It's going to look good. We got our sofa up.
Oh, it's a bit messy. It's really needed, huh? Especially this type of job.
Exactly. Really, really nice gift.
Yeah.
Guys, this was absolutely fun project. Yeah.
Yeah, the after result, this looks great.
After result, we have this 7.8 meter
Yeah.
by 6 meter kind of. We have this one where we're going to do a 5x5 on the other side because of time constraints for projects coming up this year and things that we got going on. We're not going to have time to finish that off, so we're going to pick that one up in the spring, and we're going to do a 5x5 because we have other plans of things that we're going to do on that side of the house as well, which is going to be really, really exciting.
Yeah.
Next spring. Lots of things that we still need to do. Definitely fun. It's a lot of hard work with the welding and the metal work.
Yeah, but I'm really proud of you.
Yeah, thank you.
The first time.
Learn some new skills.
Yeah, it's really great.
Now I can weld all the angles, which is good, but it's been a long week. Guys, I think we're going to call this the end of the week, the end of this video.
Yeah.
We have a couple of things coming up. We're so thankful that you're following along on our family journey. We really appreciate it. All the new subscribers and comments coming through are absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Reading the comments is one of the most satisfying things for us, since we don't always get to meet you guys. The comments are what connect us to you. And we really, really...
Give us more motivation.
Yeah, it gives us the motivation to keep going. Sometimes we do a video and we don't get so many comments. We're like, well, let's not make the next video. But we keep going. No, it really gives us motivation to keep doing it.
Yeah.
So anyway, guys, thank you so much. We love you, and we will see you on the next video where we have a couple of more things that we need to finish off on this deck.
Yeah.
And some other things that we need to do around the homestead. Guys,
Love you guys.
love you.
See you next time.
See you next time. Bye.
Flammy!
Baby! Oh, okay.
Are you Flammy?
Why do I feel so stiff for a 20-year-old?
20-year-old.